Korea is a region in East Asia. Since 1948 it has been divided between two distinct sovereign states, North Korea and South Korea. Located on the Korean peninsula, Korea is bordered by China to the northwest, Russia to the northeast, and neighbors Japan to the east by the Korean Strait and the Sea of Japan. 70% of Korea is mountainous, making farming difficult. Thus most Koreans live along the western coastal plain. This is Korea's major farming area. But what was Korea like in the past? Let's find out. Silla was a kingdom located in southern and central parts of the Korean peninsula. Silla, along with Bukchon Goguryeo, formed the three kingdoms of Korea. Constantly at war, each kingdom tried to gain dominance over the region. Silla was finally able to dominate the region and establish the first dynasty, due to the aid of Korea's warrior knights called the Hwarang. Also known as Flowering Knights, were an elite warrior group of male youth in Silla. The Hwarang were a group of aristocratic young men who intensely studied the arts of war. The Hwarang is actually a warrior code, not a fighting style. Although they are a part of the regular army, their spirit and devotion set them apart from other soldiers. The Goryeo dynasty succeeded the Silla. It saw the development of Taekwondo, which became more systematic and made a required part of military training. The Goryeo dynasty lasted from 918 to 1392. But what was Korea like during the 1500s? Well, the current dynasty ruling during the 1500s is the Joseon dynasty. The Mongols ruled Korea from 1231 to 1392 CE. In 1392 CE, the Koreans overthrew their Mongol conquerors and set up the Joseon dynasty. The Joseon dynasty is often characterized as Yangban society. Yangban, meaning two orders, refers to the civil and military branches of officialdom, which govern the state according to the rules and regulations laid out in the National Code. Appointments to government posts, the gateways to success, were achieved through state examinations. Men of the Yangban class were privileged to receive certain types of higher education. The Joseon dynasty reduced Buddhist influence and set up a government based upon Confucian principles. Neo-Confucianism is a movement in religious philosophy derived from Confucianism in China around AD 1000 in response to the ideas of Taoism and Buddhism. Society in the Joseon dynasty was built upon Neo-Confucianist ideals, namely the three fundamental principles and five moral disciplines. There were four classes: the Yangban nobility, the middle-class Chunjin, Sengmen, or the commoners, and the Kemen, the outcasts at the very bottom. Society was ruled by the Yangban, who constituted 10% of the population and had several privileges. Slaves were of the lowest standing. The Joseon dynasty developed the Hangul writing system, which is simpler than Chinese. Hangul increased the number of people who could read and write.
I believe it's time to finish this up.
During the Joseon dynasty, for the most part, the arts of the Joseon dynasty mirrored Yangban tastes. Men of this class placed great emphasis on the qualities of restraint and unassuming simplicity. The types of painting most popular during this dynasty were portraits of high officials and ancestors, actual rather than imaginary landscapes, and genre paintings depicting the everyday life of ordinary people.
Good.
That has been Korea in the past and 1500s. Thank you for watching.